Nababagabag sa pagkat lalong tumatatag. Lumilingon sa pinanggalingan upang ika'y tamayan. Ibabangon at sabay kang dadalhin sa paroroonan. Awit ko, awit niya, sabay nating awitin. Kwento ko, kwento niya, sabay nating gamitin. Magtutulay sa atin di mag-iiba.
Sa tugtugan na to, lahat tayo ay iisa.
Taas na o kahit saan, taglay natin galing. Musika ang tumutulo sa mga hirap at daig. Pinoy ka, dito ka, ito ay tanging sariling atin.
95.5 Pinas FM.
Magandang umaga, magandang hapon, o magandang gabi, or good morning, good
morning.
afternoon, good night, wherever you're listening to all over the world. This is 95.5 Pinas FM. You are tuned into Function Hall Radio. And we're here back with another show for everybody.
Hope
this
you're
is
excited.
still Gus.
This is still Josh.
And we're still here for you guys, and we have another super dope show for you guys, for everybody here listening. If you are unfamiliar, if this is your first time listening to the show,
Shame on you. Just kidding. Just kidding.
we're 2 minutes in and we're shaming the audience. So if it's your first time listening to the show, this show is all about finding Filipino talent all over the world. So wherever you are, Antarctica once again,
Coldest music.
off the Gold Coast, wherever you might be, we want to find them. We want to listen to you, and we want to bring you right here on the Function Hall so that it can be your platform. You can find us. You're listening to the radio or Facebook or YouTube. Kuya Josh is here for you.
Yep. All right. So you should be able to find us on all major social media platforms. At Twitter, at The Function Hall, Instagram and Facebook, Function Hall Radio. And, you know, as Gus said, you can catch our handsome, handsome faces on YouTube.
But don't be disappointed if you come there and only one of them is handsome. So
Yeah, that would be our guest, probably. I'm
I try to give you a little bit of credit.
I'm trying to sell them the show as much as I can. Like, we're very handsome. You should watch us because of that. Now, yeah, you'll be disappointed. Sorry.
So, like I said, you know, if you're in this for the handsome, sorry. If you're in it for the music, hey, we might have some stuff for you.
Yeah, you're in the right place. Function Hall is the place to hear original Filipino music from abroad.
Yeah, so it's been really cool. One of the cool things about being on the show has been looking for talent.
Yeah.
I think truly it's been really kind of enlightening, right? Because for me, I've, never kind of sought out all of my Spotify is artists that, got the blue check mark.
Yeah,
basically.
it's true, right?
Yeah.
Like, they're verified. They got the 10 million subscribers and followers and plays a month. Like, it's never that person who has the, the less than 100.
Yeah.
But what you come to find out when you're doing Function Hall Radio is like, man, there's a lot of talent out there. They just need to get more plays.
Yeah, exactly. It's been really cool trying to find, like, I guess even, like, artists that people don't know.
Oh, yeah,
right?
exclusive.
People don't know. Even those type of artists that I regularly listen to on the low, they're signed to a label.
Yeah, sure.
They got a record deal, right? And they've got, like, 500,000 or so listeners, which is, I mean, shoot, that is still pretty huge.
That's gold still.
Yeah. So it's been really kind of refreshing trying to find different artists. So far, we had artists that do hip hop, that do kind of soul music, that do all sorts of genres. It's been really kind of it's been really kind of enlightening. I don't want to call favorites here, but I really like The Sixth.
No. Pass, guys. You should pass. Whoever that guy is, I heard we played him on our station.
We'll spoil it for you guys in another episode, but yeah, just keep a lookout. What's been really cool is how kind of broad we've been able to go. So we've been kind of bringing artists from U.S., from the U.K., Philippines, even in those areas, kind of all over. And what's interesting is everyone's Filipino, but everyone is influenced by
Yeah.
their culture like in a different way.
That's what's cool about, the function hall, right? We're bringing all of you guys, everyone together. Doesn't matter where you're from, right? We carry and share this common bond of being Filipino.
Yeah.
But we get to bring it all together and, show all the places that we've come from. It's crazy.
So we got a great show for you guys, man. What we have here is we got the aux cord once again. We want to show you guys all this cool new music that we find each and every week. Pay attention to some of these artists because these are some of the people that might hop on our show,
Yep.
be with us on the function hall. And if you like any of them, remember to check them out on all of our social medias
Yep.
and all that. So we'll have all the track lists, the playlists. Check us out on. I'm not the plug man.
Oh,
so
see, I got you.
got me? All right.
Twitter at the Function Hall, Instagram and Facebook, Function Hall Radio, and somewhere on YouTube. You'll find us, Function Hall Radio.
All right. So come check us out. In the meantime, please enjoy this special set of music and songs we got you guys to vibe out and listen to. I'm still Gus.
I'm still Josh.
And you are tuned in to Function Hall Radio. This is 95.5 Pinas FM.
Wake up, life is mundane. Every day feels like a Monday. I get up and put my scrubs on, wash up and get my brush on. I gotta make an effort just to try to make some cheddar. I know it got me cheesing, but it doesn't make it better. But I gotta get this bag, come what may in this weather. Can't expect to get diamonds if you can't take the pressure. It's not about the money, it's all about the passion. Hoping that my music getting streamed around the masses. You heard it here first, I'm bound to bring around classics. Praying that my music puts my mom out in the mansion. But for now it's simple and plain for the time being, but it kills anyway. Cause these bills I gotta pay, but I'm still not ashamed to feel this type of way. Give me a chance, I'm on my way. I'ma be famous one day. I'll be on stage, they'll say my name. I'ma be famous one day. I'ma be famous. I'ma be famous one day. I'ma be famous. I'ma be famous one day, yeah. Feeling burnt out with this work now, but I can't afford just to turn down everything I built, so I gotta work more. Leave a 9 to 5 for my passion's what I work towards. The job's not done, so I'm the one that'll rise above and conquer what thought is impossible. Grinding till I got a buzz and I'm piling up dimes and dollars, that's a mile up. Yeah, it's probable. Self-made, I be chillin' when I take the beat. You gon' be blinded by my shine, so just wait and see. Serving like a butler, by the way I'm raising heat. Y'all sleep to dream and I lose sleep chasing dreams. Man, it's real, nobody can fill in my place. No one can feel, it's the will in my brain. For these skills I get paid, but I'm still not ashamed to feel this type of way. Give me a chance, I'm on my way. I'ma be famous one day. Maybe on stage, they'll say my name. I'ma be famous one day. I'ma be famous. I'ma be famous one day. I'ma be famous. I'ma be famous one day. Give me a chance, I'm on my way. I'ma be famous one day. I'll be on stage, they'll say my name. I'ma be famous one day. I'ma be famous. I'ma be famous one day. I'ma be famous. I'ma be famous one day. Yeah.
it's been a while since the first time I saw you smile, but I really like your style. Something special about you. I just wanna know more about everything you do, 'cause I don't have any clue, and I know I'm such a fool. Something about you makes me feel new. Something about the way you move makes me wanna groove. Something about you makes me feel new. Something about the way you move, you ain't gotta prove. I know it's hard sometimes to express what you feel, but I wouldn't waste my time if I know it's real. I just wanna know more about everything you do, 'cause I don't have any clue, and I know I'm such a fool. Something about you makes me feel new. Something about the way you move makes me wanna groove. Something about you makes me feel new. Something about the way you move, you ain't gotta prove. Something about you makes me feel new. Something about the way you move. Something about you makes me feel new. Something about the way you move. Something about you makes me feel new. Something about the way you move makes me wanna groove. Something about you makes me feel new. Something about the way you move, you ain't gotta prove.
All Filipino hits.
Kung alam mo lang ang damdamin ko,
Luma at bago.
malayo man o makitid ang daanan.
Love is for singing this little tune.
From classics to sikat.
Yeah.
95.5 Pinas FM.
Welcome back, everybody. You are tuned in to 95.5 Pinas FM. This is Function Hall Radio. Narito pa rin kami. No one kicked us out yet.
Nah, this is what we do now. They just know.
Yeah.
Like-
my ID card now, my badge works.
It works.
Yeah,
You just get into the function hall now, right?
yeah, entry. So all my cards not denied. So we are still here, and we hope you listened to that music that we were just playing. Hope you guys were rocking out. Remember that you can hit up all of our social medias, things like that, if you want to know the full track list. Also, what's cool is on the major streaming services, you can find all of the music, just the music, all on a playlist,
Yep.
right? So if you want to, just rock out with some music, you're at the gym, you don't want to hear me saying, "Go, keep pushing, push yourself." I got my who's the one, Ty Banks or
Brian Banks.
I don't know.
I got no clue.
Forget what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Forget what I'm
I
saying.
know what you
but-
said. Tybo. That's what we were thinking
yeah,
about.
Tybo. Yeah, so you can catch all the music and remember the full-length interview on YouTube as well. But today we got a very special guest.
Yeah, we do.
We got a very, very special guest. Not only is she many cultures combined, not only does she make many different genres of music, singing, rapping, getting into all that. She's also our homie.
Yeah, she's our friend. She's our friend. We know her. She's from the Bay.
Yeah, she's from the Bay. So our guest coming up later in the show is going to be Sarah Petty, and she comes from Southern California,
Yep.
but she's
By way of Northern California,
Yeah.
from the San Francisco Bay
So
Area.
this is our way of saying, NorCal still NorCal still got the ones,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true.
So what's cool is she got a live performance coming up, and she also sat down with us here through Zoom and WebEx and all of those. Yeah, all of those. Yeah, so she sat down with us for an interview, and what I found most interesting was just kind of, her relation to herself and her identity, but also she has a really interesting process of making music.
It's true.
Yeah. So I thought that was really cool. So keep it locked for that interview and also for the live performance later.
Yeah, it's a really good interview, so make sure you don't miss out on it. She's a really insightful person.
Yeah.
Her music is all about good vibes, right?
Yep.
And it's not good vibes in the okay, cool, yeah, just everyone be happy, but it's it's self-love,
Yeah.
right? And in this time of COVID, where quarantine, where we're just stuck in the building, stuck in the function hall, her music is kind of like perfect for this time right now.
Yeah, exactly. Even going back to the identity and things
Yup.
like that, it was really inspiring just to hear, because I can't relate to someone who is of mixed race, right? So it was really interesting to hear that perspective, especially coming from someone who makes it known in their music,
That's
right?
true.
All the different influences and things like that.
I'm really excited too because there was one question that I really needed to know.
What was that?
You know that question. It's what is her Jollibee order? So all of our listeners out there, we want to know what's your Jollibee order.
Yeah.
Leave us a comment, tweet us, whatever you need to. We want to know. I just need to know how high performing is hamburger steak, like legitimately.
Also, if you're from Jollibee and you're listening, we want to secure the bag.
Yeah, we do.
We need sponsorships.
We're good with just coupons.
Here's my vision.
Okay,
The vision is,
let them know.
this is 95.5 Pinas FM, Function Hall Radio, sponsored by Jollibee.
Yo, I wouldn't mind, right? Like, if we just did, a promo. It's me, you, and the Jollibee Bee.
Yeah.
That would be perfect.
But we're getting you guys some free press now, so why not, get compensated for it, Imagine we're going to be doing a live performance in the Jollibee outdoor deck.
Yeah.
This segment is sponsored by the brand new Yum Burger.
Yep. Have you tried? And we'll just put it in, and sometimes, man, I really like that track. You know what goes really well with that track?
A Chicken Joy.
Yeah, Chicken Joy. Man, sometimes, on a hot day, I just sit back and I have one of the pineapple coolers.
So if anyone listening there from Jollibee, please hit us up. We need the bag. We want to secure this sponsorship so bad. So, yeah, man. Again, we're here to hype up Sarah Petty, right?
Yeah, sorry, we love Jollibee so
Yeah,
much.
we love Jollibee so much. But you know who we love more?
Sarah Petty.
Sarah Petty.
Yeah, you're right.
She is the realness that people are looking for and the realness that people need, right?
It's true. So many people are scared to show their real personality, right? Everyone wants to be, hey, what's up? How you doing? I'm cool. Sarah just, she is who she is, and she wants to show that to people. I think that's inspiring, right?
Yeah.
She's not trying to be anyone she's not. She wants, her lasting impression to be who she is as a human.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah. So I'm super excited, especially for that live performance.
Oh, man, yeah.
Her music is really speaking to the soul and is really thoughtful, I would say, in terms of the writing and also the way she picks her beats.
It's true.
That's really underrated, picking beats. Me and you were having a conversation about how certain artists
Man.
just know how to pick beats.
Yeah. Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, 100%, right?
Rick Ross.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Rose, he just beats are perfect.
Yeah.
Like my wife asked me recently, she's like, so does DJ Khaled like produce exclusively for Drake? Because it seems like Drake always got a DJ Khaled song. I was like, nah, Drake's just a really smart man. He knows, let me go with Khaled, and Khaled is smart too. He's like, I'm gonna go with Drake. Like, they make hits.
Yeah. Another one.
Another one.
Another one.
Major Keys.
Yeah, so we're really excited, guys. Keep it locked here for the interview with Sarah Petty, and especially for that live performance later. We know you guys are really going to enjoy it. For now, I'm still Gus.
I'm still good, Josh.
And you are still tuning into Function Hall Radio on 95.5 Pinas FM.
I used to be down, but now I just stay inside. I used to surround myself without feeling shy. Oh, I used to be so loud. Oh, got used to silence sound.
time. If you reflect on yourself, you can see your galactic design. I hope you find whatever you feel makes you whole. 'Cause happiness is the only thing that will save your soul. So do I really know what I think that I'm talking about? And do I lie to myself? I think I do without a doubt. And tonight, if I would die, what's the story they will put out? Well, what does it matter long as I know I died happy? So do I really know what I think that I'm talking about? And do I lie to myself? I think I do without a doubt. And tonight, if I would die, what's the story they will put out? Well, what does it matter long as I know I died happy?
This is Function Hall Radio, 95.5 Pinas FM.
Would you welcome at this time? Kansas City,
Praise. This is a song that you bump with the windows down. Listen now to gifted sounds I give to you. Get it down to what I got to say. I be like Bobby Flay, cooking up some quality eats. By quality, I mean the heat. I'm dropping off on a beat, hot in your seat, but I'm asking if you could chill for a minute. I don't flex much. I be doing things right and dudes get left, huh? They lose sight cause they hungry for fame. Reluctant to say they ain't in it for the love of the game. The name, moonlight, best believe that I be ripping a track up. My flow taking the lead and you fellas singing the backup. Back up if you questioning the level I'm at. Diverse verses, you die first and you never come back. I draw with direct contact, so that's and one. Consistent when I'm dishing, so I'm always gonna land some. Me and Craze, trying to have y'all vibe more every last one. Tricks in the bag, never bluffed or laughed. Once get with the facts, yeah.
would you welcome at this time? Kansas City, would you welcome at this time? Kansas City,
It's blasphemy if you're asking me if I hang with the black sheep. Could be labeled a goat, but talking sheep, check my stat sheet. Ain't no getting past me. I'm bound to finish second to none. Run the numbers, I guess it's evident, huh? Some cats ain't clever enough. I'm like, why do you hate for? I doctored the impatient, like they couldn't just wait more. I be leaving your brain sore, but far to leave you lyrically damaged. Clearly a savage, I'm one jump ahead, like I'm nearly Aladdin. A diamond in a rough situation. I deliver well if it's a clutch situation. Stepping on me, that's a champ to a chump situation. Situate yourself in a seat. I leave you in disbelief when I punish songs. Once I take the floor, you be running off. Count the threads, you know I'm sewn from another cloth. I pack the heat actually, so the stove ain't no match for me, homie. Go throw me on it, tell them to cut it on.
would you welcome at this time?
Unlimited local music.
Local music.
OPM hits.
Label your OPM playlist. 95.5 Pinas FM.
What's going on, everybody? Kamusta sa inyong lahat? This is Function Hall Radio. You are tuned in to 95.5 Pinas FM. And this is Function Hall Radio. It's still Gus.
Still Josh.
And today we have got a very, very special guest. We kind of go way back with her. We got Miss Sarah Petty in building,
In the function hall.
in the function hall.
What's going on? Welcome, welcome.
Hello, function hall, aka my bedroom, but virtually trying to stay safe in these weird, interesting times.
Man, we wish you were up here still, cause like,
Listen,
right?
I'm gonna get up there.
All right.
Just wait. Patience. What does they say? Patience is the key.
Patience is a
Patience
virtue.
is a virtue.
That's what it is. All right.
Yeah, right.
Sorry. Go
I
on.
mean, yeah, because for all of you who don't know, Function Hall Radio is based out of the Bay Area, San Francisco, California. Sarah used to be from here. Now she's in Southern California somewhere. Right.
Yeah. Can I correct? I didn't used to be from the Bay Area. I still am from the Bay Area. Always will be from the Bay Area. Born and raised all day,
Respect.
every day.
Respect.
But yeah, I ended up moving down to LA County.
Hurts my heart.
Yeah, it hurts my heart too.
Yeah, you guys will be all right.
You know, we could have had you live right here, singing,
Oh.
dancing.
Oh yeah, she's a like double, triple threat too. You act too or something, right? You doing all of that stuff.
Oh, okay, don't make me blush.
This is what happens when you bring your friends on.
I know. Sorry, guys. If this feels like a big inside joke right now, our bad.
Yeah, our bad. It probably is.
So I want to ask Sarah, Miss Petty.
Miss Petty.
Oh, wow.
I want to ask, if someone has not heard your music quite just yet, how would you describe what type of music do you make?
I think I make feel good music. Honestly, okay, I'm lying. I personally feel like I make very good breakup music and also a lot of self-love type of music because I'll stop it. No, because I'm not gonna lie, I've had my fair share of toxic situations in life.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like one positive thing that did come out of a toxic conversation is a dope song to listen to in the car and be like, I don't need no man. I'm gonna be fine all by myself. I don't need nobody. I'm just independent. But then it also, in terms of like the self-love type of music, I feel like in today's age, like social media is such a big thing. And I think especially for like, maybe females, even guys too, we tend to feel that there is a standard way that we should look, and it's always portrayed on Instagram or like, I don't know, Pinterest. Maybe I got into Pinterest lately too, but it's kind of just like it just kind of feels like sometimes that, oh, if you don't have rock hard abs, then you're not attractive. Or if your hair, don't look, don't look.
Close the jacket.
Or it's like, oh, if your hair isn't long and down your back, then you're bald headed. You know what I mean? So it's like that type of music. The type of music that I write pretty much helps people like love the person that they are and value the traits that they do have, because I feel like everybody's unique in their own way. Like, we don't all have rock hard abs, but shoot, we can write a good song. We can walk down the street and like let the wind blow in our hair and not worry about a wig falling off because we want to be cute like everybody else. So yeah.
Feel good music. I'm down. I'm with that.
Sorry. I'm just keeping it real.
I like feel good music because I think I would, I don't know if you agree, Josh, because I don't know if I would put your music in a like specific genre.
Yeah.
Right? It's just like, no name, right? It's just feel good music. Let's say I want to get into like your musical influences, right? Because everyone kind of has these like places where they kind of, get their start, right? You start listening and then you kind of start kind of applying, right? Who are some of the people that you listened to when you were younger that might have influenced you? And then maybe like later on, who's some of the people you listen to like right now?
Okay, so nothing has changed over the years. I've always loved people that come from like, well, the artists that are from like the 90s or were big in the 90s, late 80s, maybe a little bit early 2000s. I am a 90s baby, but sometimes I feel like I'm actually, you know, born in the 80s. Like I feel like I'm a 40-year-old in a 20-year-old body just based off of the type of music that I like. But growing up, I listened to like a lot of Boys to Men.
Yes.
Tevin Campbell, that's my guy, man. Can we talk for a minute?
Oh man, yep.
SWV, I think those women were like
Making me weak.
those are like one of my top 3. They're in one of my top 3. Shoot, who else? Monica's cool too.
I think that's everyone's response to Monica. Yo, yeah, Monica's cool. She was there.
I'm sorry, this might be like really off topic, but did you guys see the verses of Monica and Brandy?
And Brandy, yeah, that was super awkward.
100%.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that real quick. Go ahead. Go ahead. Let's go there real quick. Just let's see where this goes. I want to know what made it so awkward, guys.
Yeah, what made it awkward?
The beef was always there.
Yeah,
it was always there, and like, you know, I wasn't paying attention when I always go on Versus. If you guys don't know what Versus is, it's like started by Timbaland, Swiss Beats. It's 2 artists, usually legendary. Started off with like hip hop. You got producers on it, rappers. Then you have Monica and Brandy, and they kind of go right. Usually it's like 20 songs or something. They go hit for hit, and usually when I watch them, I always watch the person whose song is playing, right? Like if Rick Ross, I'm looking at Ross the whole time, right? This is the first Verses where I'm looking at the other person. If Monica's playing something, I'm looking at Brandy, right? If Brandy playing something, I'm looking at Monica, and Monica the whole time was just like, you know what I mean? It's like I felt the energy, and I know it was some sort of like, you know, Versus. I know they go hit for hit. But it's generally a positive thing.
Unless you're Teddy Rat.
Yeah. Unless you're Teddy. But yeah, it was the first one where, like, you know, I felt it in the air. Yeah. I was like, they don't know me, but I see it. I know the feeling in the room right now.
How'd you feel?
What'd you think, Sarah?
I'm stressed. Like, talk about sweating in a room with no air condition. That's how stressed I was. Yeah, I don't know. I just like saw a lot of controversy about it because they're saying like, well, Brandy had more hits, but Monica sings better. And I'm like, oh God. But they're both so good. It might be.
I was like, yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. But I mean, you know, the stands come out the woodworks. Make sure they get behind their people, right? Like that's just what it is. Like I stand for Sarah Petty, so
same.
So Function Hall Radio behind you. So I mean, we understand. You go on Versus, you let us know. We getting everybody. All right, sorry again, as I always do. My bad, Gus. Please take us back to where we should be.
All right, so obviously a lot of those influences might have shaped, you know, I feel like music, especially when we're growing up, right? It not just shapes our musical tastes, but also how we think. How do you think that music has shaped, you know, you make feel good music, but also music that's great to listen to for breakups? I know it might feel like 100% correlation, but how do you think that music you grew up listening to influenced the way you make music now?
Okay. So, funny thing, when I was younger listening to all this breakup music, I feel like it didn't have anything to do with my life. Like here I am still playing with Bratz dolls and Barbies talking about although we've come to the end of the road. Right. That's what I'm saying. But then I think later on that type of music helped me kind of get over whatever type of situation that I was going through. And I think like the style of how they did it, the way that they put everything together, like how they connected their hooks to their verses, and also how they would transition into like, I don't know, a key change and then just start riffing like crazy. And it's like, when you listen to R&B and you hear somebody like going crazy with the ad libs, you feel it in your soul, and you're
It's
like,
true.
yo, she has been through some things, and so have I probably can't reach that note, but dang it, I'm gonna try it in the car and I'm gonna feel that same type of pain.
Man,
So
man, that Wanye Morris, whenever Wanye, I'm gonna swallow my pride, say I'm sorry. Like, yeah, I'll swallow my pride right now. I
I'm
gotta
like,
say
I don't know what I'm sorry for, but I'm gonna swallow that pride.
Yeah.
Like, I feel it. And I mean, that's kind of that's one of the big things that influenced me in the writing, well, in my writing processes, and also when I do music. Like, I know there are certain notes, I know there are certain transitions, certain ad libs that will like really make a person feel it from their soul, and they'll be like, dang girl, like you really been through some things, and I feel it, and you are not alone. So that's why when I say I feel like I write feel good music, it's not something that could just relate to me. It's something that can also relate to whoever, wherever, whatever time of day it is, night, evening, afternoon, I don't know. Yeah.
Dope. I can definitely, feel that whenever I hear one of your songs, it put me in that same mood. But I just want to say though, Sarah, you did an example of a song. Kuya Josh did too. You guys were both singing. I got a little bit jealous, because
So
mine
sample?
doesn't sound when I be singing along.
We're waiting because we were trying to hit that harmony real quick, right?
Yeah.
Like I was like, come on, Gus, it's right there for you. You know what I'm saying?
I was like,
You could hit that tenor note.
Let me take the love. Or I'll do the percussions.
There you go. Cowbell.
I just want to say though, if viewers might have forgot, we do here at Function Hall Radio and Pinas FM, we focus on original Filipino music. And I know me and Kuya Josh know the answer. But Sarah, why don't you tell the audience and let the people know what your relation is to the Philippines?
Okay, so my mom is Filipino, so I'm a legit mixed breed. My mom is Filipino, but she's also Japanese. And
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, now you know. And then my dad is African American, Cherokee Indian, and also Caucasian. So
whoa,
yeah,
I just learned
all I
something new.
need is like a little bit of like Hispanic in me, and I can be international. But
Yeah, you're
Can't
almost
have
touching all
everything.
continents.
almost.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. I want to say I wanted to ask for your influences. I know like my parents, they used to play, like my dad plays like rock music, like Led Zeppelin, all that. But all my mom used to play was like Filipino music, like OPM.
Yeah.
Do you have any, like, were you around when your mom was playing like OPM music or Filipino music? Or do you have any like liking to that type of
You
music?
got any Sharon Cuneta bumping?
Oh gosh. Honestly, the only type of Filipino music I ever hear my mom listen to is the one that they play in the background for the teleseries on TFC.
My ala
Yeah.
gets me, bro, with the soundtrack alone.
Marimar, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, like when it's like two people, they're walking in some type of field and they're holding hands and they're just so in love with each other. That type of music. That's the only Filipino music I ever hear her play. Other than that, she listens to like Anne Murray. Oh gosh, who else? I don't know, but it's all on like the karaoke list, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then my dad, he listens to a lot of classical music. So I don't know. Well, I do know how I got into R&B, but like it wasn't influenced by them.
That's interesting.
My parents can't dance either, so I don't know.
It's the combination. Everything came together.
It has to be.
Sick. Have you ever been to the Philippines?
I have. I went in 2004. We left a day before that big tsunami had hit nearby.
Oh wow, yeah.
And yeah, before that, I think I went in like 2000. It's been a while though.
How was it when you're back in the Philippines?
It
What
was
did you think of
hot.
it?
It was
Oh,
hot. It was raining and it was hot.
can't wear
But it was,
jackets.
oh yeah, no, not at all. You guys know about the whole jacket thing. But anywho, we can't be in the Philippines being extra. But anywho, yeah, no, I actually enjoyed it because that was the first time that I've actually been around all my family on my mom's side. At an age that I'll actually remember it. And it was pretty cool to be around basically a clan of people that I'm related to. Because I mean, out here in California, I don't know of too many family members out here. So it's always just been like my immediate family, like my mom, my dad, brother, and sister, and that was it.
That's
And
really cool.
being around
Yeah.
the same amount of people for so long, it kind of gets annoying. So, being around like new faces, it was
Mhm.
very relieving, stress relieving at that. So
Yeah, I was gonna ask how long you been in LA or SoCal?
about 2 years and some change. Yeah, so I moved down here in 2018 with hopes of getting higher education and starting a better life for myself.
Respect.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
that's sick. All I gotta say is we kind of miss you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be there soon, don't worry.
Oh, we can have her as a guest host, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
See, there you
Get
go.
right up here, do the thing.
She can just take my spot.
I was gonna say I was more worried about my spot because the way you guys were harmonizing.
No, I mean, they'd be upgrading my vocal. That's what happened. So they would have to have Sarah replace me.
Well, if I come, do I have to wear the jacket too?
Yeah, it's a requirement if you're in the function hall. Because you know why? You know why?
Why?
Because we
ice
extra.
cold. Bro. We ice
Oh.
cold. This music is cold.
Oh man, Sarah just we gotta cut the show short, guys, because Sarah's just gonna keep making us the whole time.
I know.
Sorry.
Okay.
I want to get in music and a little bit about like culture, everything that kind of goes into that space where you're making your music. So your influences are really broad, but I want to get into when did you start making music?
Yeah.
Like the very amateur type of music.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
like when
yeah.
did you did you have a tape recorder? Nah, y'all don't have it. What kind of iPhone did you use in order to record your first hit song?
See, when I was younger, I didn't have an iPhone. We were still like dealing with razors and stuff.
Yeah.
And sidekicks. I think the first time I ever like did some amateur type of music, I think I was like 7.
Whoa.
Somewhere around that time. Yeah, I mean, I was just writing like poems. It was like, I don't know why you gotta act so serious, but you always acting so delirious. Yeah, and it was stuff like that. Yeah, it just initially it started as poetry, and then one day I just woke up with an epiphany, and I was like, I mean, if I can write poetry, then shoot, why not try and make a song out of it? So the Serious Delirious song was the first one that I wrote. And then I think once I got into middle school, I think, I just had like one of those Dell computer desktops, and I forget what kind of camera it was, but it was those big silver ones. It wasn't like Canon or anything. It was just like the type of silver cameras that you bring on family trips. And then you develop the pictures after. Yeah. I took one of those cameras and just, I don't know, placed it at a good height to where my neck up would be in it. And then I would play instrumentals off of YouTube and would like write, I guess, covers and remixes.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then I started, I think that was my first amateur YouTube video.
Oh, sick.
That's cool.
Sick. Shout out Dell and whatever camera brand that thing was. 'cause
Yeah, I don't remember.
we here now.
Yep.
We here now. All right, so we're gonna get into a lot more about her process, things about culture, and we also might have a live performance later. So we're gonna get into all of that. We're still here with Sarah Petty. This is Function Hall Radio. You're listening to 95.5 Pinas FM.
It's resource on the
I've been thinking about you for quite a while. You're on my mind every day and every night. My every thought is you. The things you do seem so satisfying to me. I must confess it, boy. Every time you walk by me, no surprises. Hard for me to keep my composure, can't deny it. I think that you should know I like the little things you do. Every time you call my name, I'm pretending, but I look back and I start complimenting. I like your smile, your shoes, your swag, and how you do it. Tell me I'm the only one. Prove to me you and your ex are done. I won't be here for long, but keep your effort coming strong. Just know that let me run this by you just one more time. You're on my mind every day and every night. My every thought is you. The things you do seem so satisfying to me. I must confess it, boy. Anytime you call my phone, my answer. I'm up so high that I kick it isn't canceled. I like your presence and the way you look into my eyes. Thinking, is this feeling temporary? Strong connection and the vibe's kinda scary. I think it's cool, but is he only trying to do the do? Tell me I'm the only one. Prove to me you and your ex are done. I won't be here for long, but keep your effort coming strong. Just know that I like it. You said choose up what's fine every time I take one look at you. I don't know what you did to me. I like the way you comb your hair, and I like those stylish clothes you wear. It's just the little things you do that show how much you really care. Like when I'm all alone with you, you know exactly what to do. 'Cause you put that fire inside of me and make it more than just a dream. Tell me I'm the only one. Let me prove to me being your ex are done. I won't be here for long, but keep your effort coming strong. Just know that I like it.
Unlimited local music.
local music.
OPM hits.
Label your OPM playlist. 95.5 Pinas FM.
Hey, so growing up, obviously your mom is the one that is Filipino or half Filipino. What are some of your favorite dishes growing up, or does she cook?
Big no.
Your mom doesn't cook?
She does, but she
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
cook anything. Yeah, I wish she would have cooked more. Maybe I wouldn't have spent so much money on eating out. But I mean, she's cooked chicken adobo. She's cooked sinigang. She's cooked pancit from time to time. What did she cook?
As you just said to me a few minutes ago, your mom's gonna be watching this.
No, she's not. Well, I know she might. Sarah, why you make it seem like I'll take care of you when you're little?
See, man, you realize all our moms are gonna not like us after this. That's not a good thing, guys.
My mom already doesn't like me. She'll well, when Ross was open before quarantine, we would go and Sarah, how you like this shirt on me? It's like, I don't like I don't like the way it looks on you. Sarah, I hate you. I'm not taking you here no more.
The honesty's too much.
Yeah.
Wait, how does your mom feel about how does your music?
How does she feel about my music?
Yeah.
She doesn't understand it. She says that I sing and rap too fast.
What? Yeah, I could.
She's a slow listener.
Okay, I can see that.
I can see that.
I can see that. Does she ever? What number is she on the list of people where you put out a new song and you say, "Hey, listen to this"? Is she like in the top 10 of the first 10 people you bring it to?
Absolutely not.
For me, like, I make music. I don't let my mom hear it first because even if it's like rap music, she'll probably cry to it. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
My mom, like, she stands for me. Like, even if I know it's kind of weak, my mom will tell me it's like the greatest thing, the next like John Lennon or Paul McCartney. Shout out, mama. See, I'm trying to get back in good graces.
Oh. Yeah, he had the slipper mark last week on the face.
Oh my god.
Dang, yeah, that's crazy. My mom is like kind of the opposite. She's just like, everything's okay. Everything's whatever. But what about when you do bring your mom like your music? Does she say like every time it's like, oh my gosh, it's the greatest thing ever? Or does she like
not. She's just like, oh, that's nice. You wrote that? And I was like, yeah. Oh, okay. And then that's it, you know? And then if like I end up performing somewhere or like do virtual quote unquote concerts, she'll be like, why you sound like that? I'm like, what are you talking about? Why I sound like that? You need to practice more, Sarah. You need to, prepare for these type of things, as if she's a vocal coach or something. Like, okay, look here, Anne Murray. You gotta go. You gotta go. But yeah, I think she was definitely, when I first started doing performances, she was definitely one of like my biggest critics. So I think now that's why I don't put her in my top 10 for people that I would hit up like, hey, you want to hear something new that I just did? Because I just know she's one of those type of people that doesn't express how supportive she is. She doesn't do it verbally. She does it, I don't know, in a weird type of way. So, yeah.
Hearing you say that, I'll just like the childhood trauma was going around my head. I was like, yeah, oh yeah. So it's just echoing all throughout.
Yes, it's crazy because I think that's very prevalent in our culture. Probably in a lot of cultures, but I can speak in Filipino culture. It is. That's how my dad's literal response, if you do good, bad, or whatever, is just, oh, yep. And that's it. It's like, oh, Dad, I made this song. Like, yeah, it was played here. Da, da, da. Yep. I'm just like, cool. Thanks, Dad. It's still my top 10. But what I realized later on is my dad would be like that to me, but to his friends, he's like, yo, you got to listen to this. You have to hear what my son does. And they will hype you like you are the dopest thing ever. And the day I found that out, I was like, oh my God, my dad loves me. All right, my bad, Gus.
Can I ask the serious questions now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cool. We got karaoke, Jollibee, order Jollibee. Shout out. I think we can go back to the script.
But first of all, I didn't say my top 5 fast food, and all my top 5 is all Jollibee. Hit us up for the deal.
Yeah.
Like
you can name a meal after us.
Yeah.
It'd be cool with that. It would just be 2 orders of hamburger steak.
Yeah. The Sarah Petty meal. Who knows? You know?
It's almost snack or whatever.
We was more like thinking like Travis Scott, Cactus Jack type of meal, but
yeah, we ever had Sarah Petty meal at Jollibee.
That's true.
Yeah, I didn't get the Travis Scott. Talk about how you started making music as far as songwriting,
and how your songwriting has matured from when you started to now.
Yeah.
Oh, well, my vocabulary got better. And I feel like metaphors became a very big part
Mm-hmm.
in my writing in terms of like how it matured and I guess grew over time, because like I said, I always had a hard time just kind of like expressing myself to people because I felt like there was always going to be judgment. But the cool thing about like metaphors, and I don't know what the other word is, anomalies or something like that.
Similes.
Similes,
Simile?
there we go.
Yeah.
Thank you. But it's stuff like that. It's like you don't have to exactly say it, but you can describe it in another type of way. And I mean, I guess it has like its, you know, good and evil to it, because if you don't say it straightforward, somebody can take it out of context and make it sound like it's something different. But in terms for how it was for me, it was just easier to, I guess, subliminally say something as opposed to just being straight up. And I mean, as time progressed, I think the more mature I got, or the older I got, and also the more my vocabulary expanded, I kind of just like shifted away from all the metaphors and was just straight up like, yo, dude, you broke my heart. I don't want to talk anymore. You can go somewhere with that other girl that you were just so in love with. I don't need you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But
I get
before
that.
it was like, I feel like my heart's been stepped on and the shattered pieces are unfixable, and my love for you is like the sea that has no end, and you know, corny stuff like that. But yeah,
I
over
get that.
time, it just got really straightforward. And I think nowadays, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, okay? Like, the guys that have tried to holler for $1, like, they run around the bush so much. And I feel like not just me, but any other female would really appreciate it if, you know, dudes just were like straight up like, hey, I like your vibes. Like, can I get to know you? Instead of like asking the homie, hey, what's her name? What's her number? She got a boyfriend? Where's she from? You know, so being straight up is the key.
I mean, that's I think the big issue nowadays is that social media messing up the game, like legitimately. Like there is no sense of mystery anymore, right? It's like, what vibe are you putting in? It's kind of what you said in that first segment about like social media kind of being toxic. Like you got to be something before you can even get to know somebody. And which is crazy because I think like when I met my wife, that's the best part of the whole experience, right? It's like, I don't know you really. So tell me. So, you know, you talk about your songwriting process and all of that. And I know that what you said is you make feel good music, you know, make your, like, it's empowering, right? So can you tell me about the song titled Love the Way I Am?
Yeah, so that song basically, I wrote it in my car. I was just like okay, so sorry, rewind. When I wrote that song, I had just moved out to Southern California, so 2018. And I was still trying to figure out just like the ins and outs of being in a new city where surprisingly it was a completely different culture from the Bay Area. The people are different, the vibes are different, the outfits are different.
For sure.
And yeah,
sure.
and I don't know, I wouldn't say I was lost, but I was kind of just being very observant of my surroundings and trying not to lose myself in the mix, because I think one of the things that a lot of people were telling me before I moved down here, they were like, you better not forget that you're from the Bay Area. You better not turn into, you know, somebody that's from SoCal and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay, I'm not. Yeah. So, yeah, one day I was just like sitting in my car listening to the beat. And I don't know, the words just came into my head, like the first verse. And I said, as you can see, I'm far from perfect. But, oh gosh, I'm forgetting my own lyrics. As you can see, I'm far from perfect. And then after that, I was just like, well, yeah, I'm far from perfect. But all I ever do is work every single imperfection that I have. So that's kind of where the whole theme of the song came from. And then in the second verse I start talking about like not into detail, but just like on the surface of the type of things that I was going through in my life, like feeling like my dreams were in the dirt, you know, feeling like there was a lot of hurt in my life. But regardless of all of those trials and tribulations, it all comes back to me being able to pick myself up from every situation, whether it's being looked at as imperfect or being judged by somebody. You still have to love the way that you are, and you still have to stay on top of the things that you're trying to accomplish in life. Only you can get up the ladder as fast and as far as you want to go. And it's kind of on you if you're allowing other people to kind of slow you down or even distract you from getting to the top of the ladder. So yeah, that's where the song made its way out of my mind sitting in the car.
That's cool.
Yeah, dope. I wanna ask something that you may or may not have the answer to. Do you feel like you write songs that talk to you about yourself, or do you feel like you write songs for whoever's listening?
I think initially it's something that I would listen to, but throughout the process and until it's finished, it kind of turns into something that somebody else can listen to.
Sick.
Sick.
Cool.
That's today's word of the day, everybody. That's today's word of the day.
Today's word of the day is sick.
And not coronavirus sick.
Oh yeah, the pre-corona sick.
Pre-corona sick.
Yeah, just the regular sick. Let's see. I wanted to ask, when you were writing this song, you mentioned that you heard the beat and then you write the lyrics. How's your songwriting process usually? Is it usually like pen and pad or whatever tool you have and lyrics first, or do you have to kind of sort of listen to pick a beat right off that?
I personally pick the beat first and then write
Okay.
because I feel like, I don't know, the beat is what influences the lyrics for me.
Yeah.
Like when I wrote Love the Way I Am, when I heard the beat, for some reason I just automatically thought of like Keisha Cole, like back in early 2000s when she still had her red hair. Like that's who I thought of. And like I thought about the music that she was making at that time and her album Love, and I was like, Love, okay, we can make something work with this.
I get that. Yeah, that's a really interesting question, man, because I think I never asked myself that question, but I think I do go. I start to think to myself, oh yeah, I write lyrics first. But then as Sarah was saying that, I was like, no, I don't. I need to hear something. Like when I write music, I like to at least get a foundation down so I get this feel. And you can just play that over and over again and just write and write.
Yeah. Yeah, I got that feeling. I had a guess that it was, beat first, just because on, all your music, it just seems like you catch rhythms, right? You catch flows, right? And you kind of go off that. Whether it's rap or let's say you're singing, does that process ever change, or is it different, or would you say it's the same thing?
I think it's about the same. I always have to listen to the beat first and it'll inspire me. Now, the flow of how I write, because sometimes I like to pretend like I'm Busta Rhymes or Twista. And other times I like to believe that I'm YG. Other times I tell myself I'm Beyonce or I'm like Kehlani or somebody. But that is also inspired by the beat first.
Okay, sick. So, Josh, should we ask the question?
What?
The dopeness question.
It is the question.
It's the question.
It's the question. I'm going to ask it.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So this is a question. We phrase it differently, but I think we're just going to name it the dopeness question. When did you realize that you were dope? So to everyone in the Philippines, what I mean by that is there's a point for everyone when they're working on this music, right? Like you realize, I could do this. I'm good. I'm good at this. And then you have another realization that I should share this with people. So when was that point, Sarah, for you? Like, how old were you? What were you doing? Like when you realized, you know what, I am good at music. People should listen to me. This is why I can now put out my music.
I think I was still swimming in my mom's stomach.
Yo,
Like,
before oxygen.
yeah, still attached to the umbilical cord. It was about
She
like
said second trimester.
I think it was around that time, and then it was just like, blowing up in there in the sack and stuff. Sorry, no. Anyways, no, I realized that I was dope. When was it? I think it was probably sometime in high school. In high school, it's funny because I favored rapping more than singing.
Oh, interesting.
And once I figured out like the flow that was for me, I was like, yo, I'm dope. I can write. Yeah, I think I was like 15 or something. And I had like did a cover to one of Ply's song. What was it called? Running My Mama Crazy, because I was running her crazy.
Shout outs, mamas.
Yeah, shout out to Elizabeth DeLuho. Yes, that's her government. But yeah, that's when I realized that was dope. And then I think maybe once I graduated high school, or when I was about to graduate high school, that's when I started making transition between rapping and singing, just because I felt like my voice was starting to develop more and I was able to control it better. Because I was always told when I was like younger or in middle school or younger in high school, like, oh, you sing from your nose, and I was like, well, I don't know what that means, so I feel like you're disrespecting me. I'm not gonna sing no more. But
I feel that in my soul.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just like, how you gonna tell me something that I don't really understand? It feels very discouraging, and it made me not want to sing. But yeah, I felt very dope in high school, and then with rapping at least. And then once I got into, I want to say my freshman year in college, that's when I was like, dang girl, you could sing.
Yeah.
Like first off, let me put it out there to everybody that's going to be listening to this. There is a big difference between singing and singing. Before,
yes,
I was singing. Now I be singing.
Yes.
All right. So clearly,
Facts.
you and Queer Josh know this feeling.
Yeah.
He be singing.
Yeah, both of y'all be. Let's be honest. Let's not even get into that. What's the difference? And like, when did you know that there was? Because at first you kind of start off right, and you kind of don't know, and then you kind of hit that point, like, okay, I'm different now. What was that point, and what's the difference between singing and singing?
So singing is just like being able to hold a note,
Nah, it's like hitting that karaoke.
Yeah,
I mean? Like, oh, I get that karaoke, no problem.
That's what I'm saying. And then singing, I feel like I think I talked about it a little bit earlier, but like singing, you can feel that in your soul.
Yeah.
Like whoever is listening to it and whoever is going to be singing along with it in the car, they will feel it in their heart, and they'll be like, I don't know what you went through. I don't know who you mad at. I don't know who hurt your feelings. I don't know who walked out on you in the middle of the night, but I feel it. I'm not going through that, but I feel it as if it's happened to me. That is singing.
Keep it locked on the Function Hall. This is 95.5 Pinas FM.
I let it go like it's good. I didn't wanna feel the pain.
So, Sarah, I wanted to ask if this is for people who might not be familiar with your music and potential new listeners, things like that. If someone pushed play, what emotions do you want them to feel when they listen to Sarah Petty songs?
I want them to feel in their heart, mind, body, soul, everything that comes with them as they walk on this earth, that it is okay to not be okay. And I think that's something that's really important for people to like keep as a take-home message. So I think sometimes a lot of people try to internalize how they feel, or they feel that they will be judged or that nobody will understand. But I think we should all understand and take from my music that it's okay to not be okay.
That's cool. That's a really good message, especially right now.
Yeah, especially right now. Yeah. The realest of the real, Miss Sarah Petty. Tell everybody where they can find your music, stream all your stuff at.
Everywhere, anywhere and everywhere, all the streaming platforms. Nothing special in my name, Sarah Petty, SARAH space PETTY. Shout out to E25 Records. They're gonna have a lot of good stuff coming soon. So don't close your eyes, don't close your ears, because you might miss something. Period.
We are totally not done yet. Keep it locked and loaded here at the Function Hall, because later on we're going to have a special live performance from Sarah all the way from Southern California. And you can find all of that at our social medias. Okay, Josh?
Oh, yeah. Again, our social media, Twitter, at the Function Hall, Instagram and Facebook, Function Hall Radio. And you can see this full-length interview and video with us and Sarah on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, all right. So once again, we want to thank you, Sarah Petty, for joining us here on the Function Hall. Everybody, please make this woman rich and stream all of her music, please. I know I will. Yeah. Especially, even though I'm happy, I'm going to listen to that music.
You still want to feel good.
I can't sing like Sarah, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try. Sarah, thank you so much. We appreciate you so much. Keep it locked here on Function Hall Radio. I'm still Gus.
I'm still Josh.
I'm still Sarah.
Hey, and you're listening to Function Hall Radio. This is 95.5 Pinas FM.
All Filipino hits. Luma at bago.
Layo man o makitid ang daanan.
Love is for singing this little tune.
From classics to sikat.
Yeah.
Pinoy music. 95.5 Pinas FM.
Welcome back, everybody. This is 95.5 Pinas FM. Function Hall Radio. We just got out of an insanely good interview.
Man, that was good.
Yeah, with Sarah Petty. Make sure you guys check her out. We're not done yet. We still got live performance.
And if you want to find Sarah Petty, don't forget to check out all of our social media. Twitter, at the Function Hall. Instagram and Facebook, Function Hall Radio. Man, she's an interesting person. What's crazy is we know her, like, outside of this, but there are things that I learned about her today that I didn't know before.
Yeah, that was the cool part, right? Finding that, like, especially I've always known her as an artist, right? But kind of getting deeper into that was, like, a really cool exploration of just, like, herself. And, like, because it's true, right? Like, you would know music is an extension of, like, your personal life and emotions. And you could really feel that just, like, with the thoughtfulness that she was, putting into the music.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that, I thought was really nice also was, that message that she had for everybody, that it's okay to not be okay.
Yeah. Like
in this time right now, like I know for me, like, I like hanging out with you a lot, Gus. But man, sometimes I'm tired of it. I'm just kidding. But just that it's okay to be okay. Like during quarantine, it's kind of hard sometimes, but you can still have hope. Listen to some good music with the Function Hall, and you'll get through it all.
Yeah,
Ooh,
So-
I rhyme for days.
So yeah,
You hear that?
this is why if you are like Kuya Josh, you're annoyed of listening to me and hanging out with me. Listen to music from Sarah Petty, because
Well-
that will really get you through.
Hey, I'm gonna put it out there. That's also why we have the playlist version of our show, because the best part is the music. If you really don't want to hear me and Gus like talking about nonsense, Jollibee, and jokes, like just bump all the music, especially Sarah Petty.
Yeah, so it's really exciting to kind of talk to someone about just their whole, we've been talking to people who I would say, or I would guess, are like mostly full Filipino, right? So just getting that other side, that other perspective was really interesting. Yeah, so we have so much still left in this show. We have a live performance from Sarah Petty,
Yep.
live from Southern California, broadcasted to the whole entire world. We want to thank Sarah once again, not only for giving us this live performance, but also for her amazing, eloquent interview. Thank you for being with us, and we hope to see you soon.
Yeah. See
Right
you in the
here.
Bay.
See you in the Bay, right home where you belong. We hope to catch you guys soon. Until all the listeners out there still hanging out with us,
Hey.
still dealing with us.
still trying to understand who the heck we are, because we're kind of crazy. Now, we appreciate all of you guys. This is a ride. This is a journey. We're happy you are all here. This is for all of us, right? This isn't just for me and Gus. It's for all of us. Function Hall Radio for the people.
It's for the people. It's for the people. So yeah, we love having you guys kind of come along with this journey of finding and exploring, all over the world, looking for these artists. And we really hope that you guys take the time to please interact with us. Catch us on Facebook, YouTube, all of our social medias.
Yep.
And, we hope to see you guys next time. For now, please enjoy this wonderful special performance by Sarah Petty. For now, signing off, this is Gus.
This is Josh.
And you are listening to Function Hall Radio from 95.5 Pinas FM.
As you can see, I'm far from perfect. And all I ever do is work it. People call that confidence, but I'm just very competent. You should be fortunate to have me in your life. Regardless if you think I'm right, you could've made me think I'm not one of a kind. You can call me what you want, I still walk the way I talk. And I got a lot of pride, 'cause I love the way I am. You can never make me stop. Not too long ago, I was brought on this earth, and I'm thankful for the shelter, food, the pants, and the shirts. I've been through everything and even had my dreams in the dirt, and feeling like I was alone is why I'm hurting the most. But I'm still young and I'm learning a lesson. My faith is what Almighty God in heaven is testing. He's trying to put my faith to the ultimate test, and if I pass it, then I know that I'm gonna be blessed. 'Cause this life that I live, it's never been easy. I could never do whatever I want and do it freely, 'cause there's so many things I got to realize, so many things I got to prioritize. But I'm taking one step at a time, I'm hoping that I'm worthy before the Father's eyes. 'Cause I know that if I do this now, and then I ain't even gotta worry about. You can call me what you want, I still walk the way I talk. And I got a lot of pride, 'cause I love the way I am. You could never make me stop. So no matter what, I'm gonna stay on top. On top. On top. Oh, 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 oh.
hits. Luma at bago.
Yeah, we gonna go up.
From classics to sikat.
Pinoy Music 95.5.